How I get here? Anyways, just happened. I just get here by, and also important now to get here. How am I going to go out? Oh, this how. Okay, go back. Yes. Hey, Carl. Oh, it's stuck there. What? Okay. Never mind. I'll just walk around. Okay. Pretend it. I don't want to hear that music.
Migrants who attempt to cross on foot walk for days through swamp, mud, and forest with no trail. Some of them do not come out the other side. In another place, two countries fought a war that killed 100,000 people over a single town. When the war ended, neither side could explain why the town was worth fighting for. One border runs across the summit of the tallest mountain on Earth. There is no fence.
I don't have that ending. I know.
Ice, wind, and the fact that the air contains 1/3 of the oxygen your body needs. And one strip of land, 4 kilometers wide and 250 kilometers long, roughly 2.5 miles by 155 miles, contains over 2 million landmines, is patrolled by nearly 2 million soldiers, and has divided a single nation in half for over 7 centuries. It is the most heavily armed border on the planet, and there is no sign that it will ever come down. Borders are supposed to be lines on a map. These are not lines. These are walls of jungle, ice, razor wire, minefields, and military force that exist to keep people apart, and in some cases, to make sure that anyone who tries to cross does not survive the attempt. This is our countdown of the 10 most extreme borders on Earth too dangerous to cross. Before we start, drop a comment telling us where you are watching from and what time it is right now. We want to see how many countries this video reaches. Number 10, Wagah border, India and Pakistan. Every evening, just before sunset, on a stretch of the Grand Trunk Road between the Indian city of Amritsar and the Pakistani city of Lahore, thousands of spectators gather on both sides of an iron gate to watch one of the strangest rituals in modern geopolitics. Soldiers from both countries march toward the gate in elaborate high-stepping formations, their boots slamming into the ground with choreographed aggression. They stare each other down from centimeters apart. Flags are lowered in unison. Gates are slammed shut. The crowd cheers like it is a sporting event. The ceremony has been performed every single day since 1959. But behind the spectacle sits one of the most dangerous borders in modern history. India and Pakistan have fought 4 wars since 1947. Both countries possess nuclear weapons. According to estimates published by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, India maintains roughly 170 nuclear warheads, and Pakistan roughly 170 as well. Their combined arsenal is primarily the border itself stretches 1,300 kilometers, roughly 2,050 miles, from the Arabian Sea to the glaciers of Kashmir. Along significant portions, it is fenced with floodlights, motion sensors, and armed patrols. In Kashmir, the line of control divides communities that share the same language, culture, and family ties. Ceasefire violations along the line of control were a regular occurrence for decades, with both sides exchanging the Wagah ceremony looks like theater. Tourists film it on their phones and post it to social media. But the soldiers performing the ceremony are stationed at a crossing point between 2 nuclear-armed nations that have come to the brink of full-scale war multiple times in living memory. The last major crisis was in 2019, when Indian and Pakistani fighter jets engaged in aerial combat over Kashmir, the first air battle between nuclear powers in history. The gate closes every evening, the crowd goes home, and 2 of the largest armies on Earth spend the night staring at each other across a a line that was drawn in 1947 by a British lawyer who had never visited the region before and completed the task in 5 weeks. Number 9. Cucuta-Táchira border, Colombia and Venezuela. In the northeastern corner of Colombia, the city of Cúcuta sits directly across the Táchira River from Venezuela. The two countries share a border that stretches over 2,200 kilometers, roughly 1,370 miles. But this crossing point is where the human cost is most visible. Since 2015, Venezuela's economic and political collapse has driven over 7 million people out of the country, according to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. It is one of the largest displacement crises in modern history, and a significant portion of those 7 million crossed right here. The Simón Bolívar International Bridge connecting the two cities has been closed, reopened, and restricted multiple times by both governments. When the bridge is closed, migrants cross through informal trails called trochas, unregulated paths controlled by armed groups that charge fees, rob travelers, and in documented cases, assault or kill those who cannot pay. According to a 2020 report by Human Rights Watch, the trochas along this border are controlled by a combination of guerrilla remnants, Venezuelan security forces operating outside their jurisdiction, and criminal gangs. Migrants have reported being forced to pay between $5 and $20 US per crossing, a significant sum for people who often arrive with nothing. Those who cannot pay are turned back, forced to work, or worse. The people crossing are not adventurers. They are families. Parents carrying children, elderly people on foot, pregnant women walking for days. They carry whatever they could fit into a single bag. Many walk for weeks from cities deep inside Venezuela, arriving at the border exhausted, dehydrated, and with no guarantee of what waits on the other side. The Colombian city of Cúcuta, with a population of roughly 700,000, has absorbed hundreds of thousands of Venezuelan migrants. Schools are overcrowded, hospitals are stretched beyond capacity. The city's infrastructure was never designed to support a population increase of this scale. 2,200 kilometers of shared border between two countries that were once part of the same nation. And along that line, millions of people have made the calculation that whatever waits on the other side, no matter how uncertain, is better than what they are leaving behind. The bridge was built for trade. It became a lifeline. And when the bridge was closed, people found another way. Because borders only work when both sides have something worth staying for. Number 8. China-Nepal border, Mount Everest. At 8,849 meters above sea level, roughly 29,032 feet, the highest point on Earth sits directly on the border between two countries. The summit of Everest is split. The north face belongs to China. The south face belongs to Nepal. The borderline runs across the peak itself. There is no fence, no checkpoint, no immigration officer. The border is enforced by the mountain. At that altitude, the air contains roughly 1/3 of the oxygen available at sea level. The human body begins to die. Brain cells are destroyed. Muscle tissue breaks down. The blood thickens to the point where the heart struggles to circulate.
Oh, but